What up, YouTube? It's Jay Coffee back with some news, man, and we're jumping right into this one because goddamn, I don't know if you guys have seen the reports coming out about Dr. Dre's divorce proceedings. Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if Dre had another aneurysm right now, because the judge has put a dollar amount on the order of alimony, spousal support, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that Dre has to pay his wife. It's temporary at the moment. It can be adjusted. I guess it could go up or down. And I know Dre is like praying that it goes down, because it's $300,000 a month. Really $293,306 a month, but round it up to 300K, why not? But the total all in all is like 3.5 mil a year, and Dre's got to pay that until she enters a new relationship. So I'm sure it's safe to say she's gonna be single for the rest of her life. Yo, can y'all believe that? 300K a month, 3.5 M's on the year. And he's got to pay her health insurance, has to continue to be paid. Like, Dre's got to be sick, for real. Like, hit the comments, y'all. What do you guys think about this? Does she deserve that much because she was with Dre all this time? There's been reports that Dre beat her up. He had mistresses. The mistresses were actually subpoenaed to court. Like, this ish has been ugly the whole time. Like, it's been rough for Dre. Like, y'all might have seen, I did a video yesterday. If you didn't see it, go check it out. That Dre's in the studio with Eminem, the DOC. Reportedly, they're trying to get Detox out there. Like, Dre's probably thinking, listen, I just, survived the aneurysm. I'm getting up there in age. This divorce is killing me. We got to record some music ASAP and in a motherfucking hurry. Like $300,000 a month, man. Like, that's some serious money. And the health insurance too, right? But yeah, so reportedly, I guess, during these proceedings, Dre's wife told the court that he owned $262 million in Apple stock, and that they spent $2.3 million a month just on living expenses. Like, this is some crazy money. And reportedly during their marriage, the 24-year marriage, right, that Dre made $1 billion just off the Beats by Dre headphones. Ain't that wild, yo? But this is what's nuts to me. Like I said, this divorce, it's been ugly. They've been, like, subpoenaed the mistresses. The mistresses tried to get a lawyer to fight and say that they didn't have to come, but the judge ruled that they did. They got grilled on the stand about how often did they cheat with Dre, were they getting busy with him while he was married? Like, this shit is crazy. But what's wild to me, that this is even standing up or anything, is that there was a prenup. Like, they both signed the prenup, but Dre's wife said, oh, a couple years into us being married, Dre ripped it up. Like, where's the proof? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even commenting on if he should have to pay this much or what. I'm just saying, like, for her to just say, like, there's a prenup on file, and then she just says, oh, a couple years into the marriage, he ripped it up and said, I love you, babe. Like, where's the proof of that? Like, her word of that is standing in court. That's wild to me. But for real, man, Dre, like, I wouldn't be surprised if we heard he had another damn aneurysm. And I know some people couldn't probably be like, Coffee, don't play like that. Yo, do you see these numbers we're talking about? Stop it. But hit the comments with your thoughts on all that. But check this out, guys. I don't know if you saw this news. R.I.P. to Tupac. Obviously one of the GOATs, you feel me? But Nas, another living, another legend of hip-hop, a living legend. We know Pac. I just did a video like a month ago where Pac was on, I think, was it with Ebro, talking about their beef. Pac got at Nas. He thought Nas was dissing him on the message. And Thug's Mansion. What album was that came out? That was off, I forget, in like 2000, late 02, early 03. And on the Thugs Mansion track, the remix, Nas was on it. He was in the video, and a lot of people was like, yo, I ain't feeling this. Nas and Pac, this collab would never have happened. Pac would have never worked with Nas. But legends always had it, you know, the story has always went that they were going to squash beef, you know, because Nas was in Vegas when Pac was killed. R.I.P. once again to the GOAT, you feel me? And, you know, reportedly they were supposed to meet up and squash the issue. Obviously that didn't happen. Pac was killed, you know, shot. He didn't die till a few days later. But Nas was having a show in Vegas, and they stopped during the show, which I've had this on a few videos. You could go back and find it. You know, I've featured the footage in those videos, so I'm not going to put it in this one, but you'll see a picture of it where Nas is on stage with the red overalls, and Ed Lover was there, you know, hosting the event, and stopped the whole concert and said, yo, he said the exact time Tupac died. You know, his death was announced during Nas's performance. And here we are all these years later, you know, because reportedly it all happened because Pac thought Nas dissed him on the message. Like I said, well, now all these years later, this song leaks out called Real Dudes. You feel me? Y'all, I mean, real N-words, right? And on this, Nas is dissing Pac flat out by name. He says, from tube socks and Timbs to blue rocks and Benz, who got the ends? The type of N-words Tupac pretends. To all N-words who shine, guess who got revenge? I won't showboat, my flow choke you. And, you know, that's just a snippet of the song, but he flat out disses Pac by name, and I'm befuddled as to how this just leaks out now. It's so bizarre. Just, you know, a month after Nas was doing these interviews, going back over the beef, talking about when they ran into each other, talking about how, you know, Snoop gave his account of it, and it was pretty accurate as to what happened, but a little bit off. But, you know, it's just odd. Like this Pac diss by Nas, calling him out by name, leaks out now. Like, tap in and comment and let me know if y'all heard the song. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Let's talk about it all below. And listen, this last topic that I wanted to tap in on real quick ain't nothing serious, but you see, we're talking about Skinny from the 9. And well, he used to be YBN Almighty J. Now he's just Almighty J. He done fell off with the whole YBN collective or whatever. But these dudes had issues before. You know, something happened where Skinny from the 9 was robbed during a video they were shooting. I don't know. And then they started arguing before about who got beat up worse, you know. And Skinny from the 9, I've done videos on him. His entourage, his peoples have hit me up, trying to get at me, over me, talking about Skinny from the 9 being the punching bag of the rap game. But people, when it comes to this situation, Skinny from the 9 was just trying to call him out for a boxing match like a couple weeks ago. I did a video on that or whatever, but they end up bumping into each other somewhere. I don't even know the backstory behind it. I seen the footage. Let me know if you guys seen the footage. But listen, I want to give Skinny some props on this. Yeah, he did get dropped, but he hopped back up and ends up like running up, bum rushing him, trying to get him into like a headlock on the cage. They're like, let go of the cage, let go of him. But there was like a fence there. Like, you know, in UFC, they'd be like, let go of the cage. If I was Skinny, I would have just kept choking him and tried to dunk him and get on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that ish looked kind of suspect. But I'm giving Skinny some props for actually squaring up, fighting, trying to get it in. Like, we've always seen Skinny just take L's, except that one time they beat up the engineer, but he had someone helping him, and it was sorry as hell, so he didn't really get no wins for that. But Skinny from the 9, you know, he's been through a lot of ish, been beat up about 1 billion times, been shot, and he score up and got it in. You know, it seems like through the experiences he's went through, he's grown, his heart has grown a little bit. Like, you remember in the Grinch That Stole Christmas, like when they show his heart and he had like no heart, and then later they showed it grow like on some x-ray vision type shit. Well, Skinny from the 9 seemed to have grown some heart. So I'm gonna give him some props on this one. Y'all let me know what you think of the footage, but I'm gonna close this thing out. Let's talk about all the topics below. Will Dre have another aneurysm? How in the fuck did this Nas verse leak out? Skinny and not YBN, Almighty J. Tap in, let's talk, sub to the channel. J Coffee Talk signing out, and I'm gone.